Although hydrogen is one of the elements most present in the earth, it is difficult to capture. Through using electricity, there is a chemical reaction and you are able to capture the hydrogen. And that's where hydrogen can be clean or not. So if you're using electricity coming from renewable energy, then the hydrogen you get out of this is clean. Now, if you're using the hydrogen out of fossil fuels, then the hydrogen that you get out of this is not a clean hydrogen. In the US, following the Department of Energy nomenclature, we just call clean hydrogen and not clean hydrogen. And just to explain quickly the color system, the European Union classification categorizing hydrogen according to colors. So you had the green, the blue, and the gray hydrogen. The gray hydrogen then is the dirty hydrogen that was coming out of electricity made out of natural gas. Green hydrogen is the hydrogen made out of the electricity coming off renewable and clean energy sources like wind and solar. And the blue hydrogen is a hydrogen that comes out of electricity coming out of natural gas, but then they're actually able to capture the emissions out of this energy production complicated. So because of that, we have been using now just clean hydrogen. So what the government is trying to do with creating the hydrogen hubs is to develop the demand for hydrogen. Hydrogen fuel cells, for example, can be used in hard to electrify sectors. So think about big ships, container ships that cross the world. They are run on diesel and they are incredibly polluting, but they also demand a lot of energy. In the previous video, I talked a little bit about electrifying everything. Sectors that are difficult to electrify, that's where we can explore the hydrogen potential. And we also have the other option, which is burning the hydrogen in industries that need to be burning something, like the steel industry needs to burn something to actually melt the metals. It's a very good option because hydrogen then, because it burns so hot, it's more efficient than fossil fuels. Every single steel plant needs to change their system of burning things to do a hydrogen burning. So that is why the governments put a lot of money to develop demand, but also help those industries to have the money that they need to make the changes that are necessary to start using hydrogen. One of the things that a lot of gas utilities want to do is to blend hydrogen into their gas to say that the gas is cleaner. But that becomes very inefficient. The amount in general that we consider that is safe to blend hydrogen into natural gas is about 20%. The blending of 20% hydrogen into natural gas pipelines are hurtful to the pipelines. Hydrogen degrades pipes and joints. And internally, hydrogen leaks a lot because hydrogen is like a very tiny little minuscule molecule that is significantly smaller than natural gas molecules. And there are also concerns for the safety in people's homes. A gas stove, for example, that flame will likely be bigger and will likely be hotter as well. So this is one thing that a lot of states, a lot of governments are pushing against. They don't want to do this. They want to keep the hydrogen to hard to electrify sectors and uses because it's almost like a greenwashing. So to blend 20% of hydrogen into natural gas, we actually only save 6% of the greenhouse gases emission. It's a long story. It's complicated. It's one of the options we have, but it's not a silver bullet.